Welcome to hole number one of the Coastal Cliffs tournament. Playing here with a quarterback and a katana. I set this one up because it is safe, straightforward, and we're not looking for any massive distance. Now, there's definitely a shot to get this one closer into short iron range, but you do need to have a little bit higher level clubs. And I think, to keep it kind of rookie vibes to get things started, just get this one cleanly down the right-hand side of the fairway here. Any driver will really do, but I like just playing this with, a quarterback or a rock, something with that accuracy, a little bit forgiving, because we're going to set it up the second shot. Now, you're going to see I'm at min distance of the long iron here. I really should have played this just at max thorn. You see how I was right between clubs there. I decided to just move it up a tiny little bit from min here. I'm not always as exacting as I perhaps should be. So 3 top, 1 left on the drive, 3 back, 1 left on the second shot. And I play this at 0% minimum distance elevation, and it actually works out very, very well. This is an interesting hole. It can be a little bit difficult. I can't talk today because of this big slope. You see how it's really, a very steep slope up to the green. So keep that in mind when you're setting up your shot. It can certainly have an impact, but it is droppable, it is makeable, and we can get this one in the hole. Hole number 2, this is a very difficult par 3. I set up here at the bottom of that last rough, and I'm going to use like 3 to 4 bars of backspin and the 2 to 3 bars of right spin. You might need to use a katana here, depending on, the wind that we are given. I play it with the sniper, and I'm adjusting this shot at 15% maximum distance. And, for the level of the clubs here with just a level 5 sniper and a power 1 ball, this is a very good kind of base setup and a nice way to look at this hole. There's not really any flat landing positions here, nothing really consistent. So try to slow it down, get it to the hole, give yourself a very good look at it, and you can get a few drops here. Hole number 3, this par 5 is basically a decent chance for an albatross. I set up here with the power 3 ball, and I've got my extra mile. It's a level 7 in this example, but you could definitely play this with a 6 or a 5. You just need to use a little bit of topspin, perhaps, instead of like a couple of clicks of backspin here. I have half a bar of backspin as a general note, but of course, you're going to tweak all of these shots according to your clubs, your ball choices, and just this setup that you're bringing to the tournament. This is a general guide, and I'm trying to get you as close as possible and give you the way to play. So on the right side here, get it near the end of this fairway without going over, and you'll give yourself a nice sniper shot for the second, for the approach here. I play 0% maximum distance here, and you'll notice I don't have a full ball guide. Level 7 sniper is a lot better. So I'm playing this with the third bounce right at the fringe, and I'm actually giving this 0 spin. And again, depends on the distance of your drive, but give or take here, you might need to use a little click of backspin, or of course, if you've got headwind, we have to use a bit of topspin. You always got to play on your toes, practice before you play live. Any notes out there. But this one comes in really, really nicely, so close to that drop, but we can definitely make something happen here. Hole number 4, this par 3, it can be difficult just to keep it on the green. Notice I just move over slightly from that initial landing position and put that red ring on the rough. About 2.5 bars of backspin, 1 bar of left spin here in a solid crosswind. Keep in mind, with a tailwind, you have to use a little bit less there, and with a headwind, you're going to have to use a little bit more. I played the adjustment at 1-to-1. That's 2.1 rings of adjustment for every 2.1 wind, or 3 rings for 3 wind. You get the idea. This one comes in real nice. I think we can work with this. Couple clicks more adjustment, but at the end of the day, this is a perfect base setup. Hole number 5, this par 5, I set up here with the extra mile and the Titan. And honestly, for most rookie setups here, this is going to be an eagle and run kind of hole. You just want to try to play this safe. Do not go too aggressively on this drive. I go 2.5 back, 1 bar of right spin, and just pay careful attention to where we're set up here. And you don't want this one to roll out and go down into those bunkers. You don't want to be in the rough here. You got a long way to go to get down to the hole from here, and you can severely impact your capacity to obtain an eagle if you screw this up. Now, a gentle, great ball here gives you an idea where this is going to put me. I'm still okay, But you see how it can get to the end there and be very, very dangerous. So second shot, the approach, quite a bit of elevation, as you can see there. I'm playing 30% here. And I've got the horizon. It reaches further than the level of sniper on this account, and I'm trying to play a little bit of topspin to get this one to kind of run down there. There is a second bounce rough bump you could play with max top and try to get it closer. But in this situation, you know, this was a reasonable attempt. You're definitely not wrong, you know, to play a longer wood club here. Get your big dog, get your cat, and just bounce it down there and get it safely in for the eagle. You don't want to have to be doing some cute little green side rough shot or sand shot or any of that crap. It's just not going to be a good time. And don't be worried too much about a tiny bit of speed coming out here on the second shot, especially into the headwind. And there is a nice little bit of a slope, you know, up at the back of the green that will slow the ball down, given a reasonable amount of speed. So you see how we come in here. Doesn't quite hit the mark, but comes in pretty close. Rolls back safely to get us in a nice putting distance here, and we can clean up that eagle and move on. Hole number 6, this par 4, I don't necessarily advise beginning rookie players to play it on the right with a big power hook. I think instead you should lay it up on the left-hand side, even at the end of the first fairway there, or if the wind is favorable, like it is now, we're going to bounce over the water onto that second green. 3 top, 3 right, and I'm going to use like 1.5 ball of curl here. I think I have a little tick of overpower there, but nothing crazy. And I'm using the quarterback because of its accuracy and the fact that we're not looking for major distance here. We're just looking to put ourselves in a good position for the second shot. And this is actually a very decent shot from here, and I think it's worth your time. So I play it with the thorn here, and this is, you know, this is one of those ones that I was just about in wedge range, see? And if I had a tailwind, I'd probably play it with the max distance wedge. But in pure min distance, this plays nicely with 1 bar of backspin at 10% min. And this is the way I should have played hole number 2 when you're faced with the headwind and you can be in pure min distance. This gives you a more accurate number to adjust and makes your likelihood of a drop just a little bit more. So hit perfect, set it up cleanly, and this should give you a very, very consistent chance to get the eagle. Hole 7 might not look like it, but this is one of the harder par 3s in the game. At the bare minimum, bring a katana, but I really recommend getting that kingmaker to keep that wind down, and we do need the 3 bars or more of side spin to the right. So 2.5 top, 3 bars of right spin here in a light cross tailwind. Of course, that top spin will change depending on the wind angle. And the pull we're making here is 30% max. Now, I don't have a completely fully developed ball guide, and you'll see just how close this one really does come to 2 places. The first place it comes close to is the bunker. That bunker is massively in play. If you have a side spin 5 ball, this is really a great time to use it. Play it further left of the bunker and roll it in more carefully. Higher level players might play a sand bump here. Second place it comes very close to is the hole. This is a good speed, excellent effort on a difficult one. Take it easy, but you got a chance here. Hole number 8 here. This is a long par 4, but it is makeable. I set it up with a no moving target here. 3 top, 1 left with this level 6 quarterback and a katana ball. Taking into account that if you have a quarterback 10, for example, you would be positioned much further up with a no move position, and you might even need to use a bit of backspin. So take into account your actual landing position and adjust accordingly, but get this one down nicely down the middle, nothing crazy near the end here, and we're going to play the second shot for a rough bump. I played 35% max distance on this second shot, and your favorite long iron will do just fine. In rookie tends to be the backbone for me. I play this one with about half a bar of topspin and 3 bars of right spin, and I think it would have been fine with just like 1 to 2 bars of right spin here. 3 isn't wrong. The good thing about it is that it allows me to not pull down into the bunker. So you always have to set it up in the best way that suits the wind, suits your style of play, and, you know, achieves your objective of getting it into the hole in as least number of shots as possible. So perfect away, beautiful little rough bump. I know you're going to love this one, David Harris, but I think this one has lots of legs, just about beautiful weight. We'll see you on 9. Hole number 9, first objective is getting the drive dialed in. I set it up with the quarterback. You could definitely play here with an APOC. 3 top, 3 left. Take a look at where that red ring is and where my ball guide is pointing towards that flag on the right, or kind of like, you know, halfway through the rough on the right. I make my adjustment 10% max or 1-to-1 here. Just about the same thing with the quarterback. You see, I pulled a bit into OP, so I give it a bit of OP, and then I give it max left curl. You need all the left curl you've got. I could definitely use 2 or more balls of left curl. You'll see this is why the APOC is certainly a very viable club here. Lots more room on the left to work with, but this gives us a very nice second shot with the sniper. Try to use, you know, your most accurate driver, the rock if you can, to set that up so you can really try to dial this one in and get the Albie. It's a bit of an inconsistent play here, but it is certainly makeable. 3.5 back, 1 bar of right spin, and notice that the green does slope a little from left to right. So take that into account when you're setting it up. That ball guide might lie to you a little bit. The ball will tend to fall to the right. 20% max on the adjustment. 4.6 rings is the intended pull here, and you know, I do my best and try to get this one in the hole every single time. If you like the videos, even if you moderately tolerate them, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and join me for more and more Golf Clash content. I'm looking forward to this Coastal Classic tournament. I'll be playing live in Expert. Very soon, I'll be making my Master Division debut. So good luck to you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.